Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. Today I will be working on my 2017 road trip traveler's notebook. I've already done quite a few layouts in it, but I'm on to a new one today. And this one is more photos from the Rose Garden. When I was up there, I took a nice little visit. This was in Duluth, Minnesota. I took a nice little visit to the Rose Garden. So I have two photos here and I'm actually in one. I hate selfies, I'm not good at them, but I've tried to make an effort in the last year or so to get myself in more photos, and so there I am. This is what I have to start with. I've already picked out this paper to use as the background. Haven't figured out how I'm going to cut it yet, but at least I have the paper selected. And then I'm going to try something new. Has anybody seen these? I went on a little scrappy shopping trip recently out of town. We don't have a store in my area. Well, we have one, but it's tiny and it's geared much more for stampers than scrappers. And so if I want scrappy stuff, I have to drive at least a mile in any of three directions. So I went out and did a little shopping and I found this in one of the stores. And you just get these little packages here. And there are different layers and you put them together, and so when they're done they become 3D. And I haven't tried them before, but I selected this one because I think it matches my photos very well. So part of what I'll be doing is, doing the normal stuff of doing the background and getting the photos in there, but then I'm going to build this little 3D thing and see how it goes, and then if I like it, I'll put it in my traveler's notebook. I decided to cut the paper, and what I did was, it originally started out at a full 12-inch length here. I first cut it into 3 inches wide, so then I had 3 by 12, and then I cut that in half. So each of these are 3 by 6, and I'll just put them one on each side, but I think I'm going to stagger them a little bit just so they're not directly across from each other. But once I get it in there, we'll see. I might change my mind on that, but that's my current plan. I adhered the pieces of pattern paper, and I decided to do this one flush with the top, and this one there's just a little bit, maybe a half an inch of a border at the bottom. And I did that because I want to be able to stagger the photos. This one I've already put down. I think what I'm going to do is take this one and put it almost all the way to the top, because that leaves me all this room down here to build this little 3D flower. And then the hope is that maybe it will just barely kind of overlap the photo. So I've moved on to putting together this flower. Now, I thought that when I opened these, there'd be little instructions or something. There's not. There's nothing. All that's in there are the pieces. So it comes with 3 pieces. And looking at this, I would assume you just layer them all together and adhere it. Well, these 2 pieces are exactly the same, really. I mean, there are no leaves, but otherwise there's nothing different about the design. And when I put all 3 of them on top of each other, it just didn't feel like it had enough dimension. So I think what I'm going to do is I will adhere this one. So there'll be 2 layers there, and then I put pop dots in the back of this one, and I'm going to put that on top in the hopes that it gives it a little bit more dimension. So here's what it looks like all put together, and I'm not sure how well the camera picks up the dimensional part. Hopefully you're seeing it's got little bits of glitter on it. I didn't do that. It came with that already on it. But here's how it looks from the side. So I did do the 1 layer with the pop dots. So it is raised, a little bit. And I like the way it looks, but it definitely needs those pop dots, I think. I don't know that I would use them flat with nothing in between. So I'm happy with the pop dot thing. And then my plan is to adhere the photo and then arrange this somehow down here. I took care of the right hand side of the page and I like it. So I did place my photo almost to the top, not quite all the way, but almost. And they overlapped this. I had a little bit of black showing on my shirt from a design, and I just thought it would look better if I covered that up. So I just strategically placed a little leaf there over it so you couldn't see it, tilted this a little bit, and adhered it this way. And I think it works because it overlaps the blue in my shirt just a little, and there is blue and purple in here, but then I also have a little bit down here, so it draws the eye. So I am happy with the placement of everything, but this is blanked on here and this is blank. So I have to figure out if I'm going to journal, where, where do I put it? And then I think I need some phrase stickers, some other embellishments, something just to liven up those empty spaces a little bit. I found this set of epoxy stickers. They are from Gossamer Blue. They are no longer in business anymore, but I have this left from a previous kit that I got, and I think I'm going to use this one, Noteworthy, because it's green. It'll match, and I think I'm going to put it right up here. So there's the epoxy sticker that I found that says Noteworthy, and then I'm still working on something here and something here. I pulled out a bunch of these little embellishment things that have just little sayings, phrases, words, whatever, some other little things that I thought might match. I did find, oops, I dropped it, guys, hang on. I did find this, and I thought that would work over here, and I'm thinking maybe I'll tuck it under that little leaf like so, and I am smiling in the picture, so it works. And then I also have this little roll of washi, which is kind of that same color pink, and I'm wondering if I should just put a little strip right here or down here to bring in sort of somewhat of a triangle there. When I held up that pink washi to this photo, it was too much pink, just way too much. So then I was thinking, what other color could I use? I don't really have a blue that matches this, so that was out, but I thought maybe just a white with something, small pattern. So I'm wondering if maybe just a tiny little bit of this will work, because there is white in here. This is white with a little bit of silver, and this shimmer that's on here looks a little silvery. So I'm going to try just a little piece and see what I think, and if I like it, maybe I'll find a spot for some on this side as well. I placed the washi on this side, and I love it. I think it's just enough to bring that in. However, I'm a little crunched for space over here. There's nothing to attach it to down here, so that won't work. So really, I think it has to be up here. So it's really going to have to be a small piece in order to fit up there, but I'm going to give it a whirl. So I love what I have here with those strips of washi added, but I felt like I needed another little element here or something to bring that all together. I tend to do things in odd numbers because I know it tends to be more aesthetically pleasing, and I only have two things here, so I think I need something there. And I found this in my stash. These are old puffy stickers from Sit Twist, and I'm thinking this blue because it's pretty close to the blue in my shirt and the blue that's in the flower here. I did add in the little heart there, and I love it. And I don't think I'm going to journal on this one. I think I'm just going to leave it, and having that little space there is totally fine. I don't feel like I need to fill it, or over here because it's got a pattern, so the eye is drawn to it anyway. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm so happy with it. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this together.